Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. I've just noticed something in between, is that I've got some new stuff popped up over here and they don't have any coverage, it seems. So if I go out of this and have a look, yeah, they in fact are not getting any coverage. So one of the things that I thought we probably need to do is get ourselves an extra connection across here somewhere. That's a little bit of a recession into the ground surface there. So that's probably a good spot for us to just run a little road across. None of that. The idea from my perspective would be that we are going up into the air and crossing over. I want to doing that. Really? Yeah, is that let's do that a little bit better. I'm a bit pedantic about some of these things. So let's try this over here. Again, we need to run it at that spot there. And we need to be going up pretty aggressively to say, come on. There we go. That's what we want. I'm pretty keen with the whole viaduct structure there. We'll do that. At the same time, of course, this one is now going to be straight across. And then we're going all the way down. There we go. So that is our connection. I'm not a fan of where that ended up, but that's okay. So what we'll do is we will be probably running our connection through that way. Here we go. We'll tie you in like so, and we'll tie you in like so. And what we'll do is we'll probably tie you in like that. Let's get that off a little straighter, like so, and we'll tie that in. There we go. So that'll give us some access points this way. I'll continue that one straight in there, and then the question is probably worth us doing a little something like this and tying that connection up there. So that'll help things out a little bit. So now we've got an extra bridge connection. We can do some drop-offs in that very location. And of course, what we can do is we could do a little bit of this and see about tying some of those things in. Let's do a bit of an upgrade there and there ever so quickly. I think that's going to be useful. And then what we'll do is we'll extend this one alongside here. Actually, to be honest, probably all the way through there. And what we can do is then just provide a bit of an access point somewhere around there. This needs to be a bit of a turn, please. There we go. So that's slightly improved situation here with some accessibility and so on. Now, what I want to do is provide us with yet another bit of a drop-off there, and that's not quite working, is it? So, in order for us to make that work, we'll need some additional street connectivity through here. Right, I believe that should now work. So now if I do a drop off there, everybody should get. So there we go. So let's get a drop off in there. And for our local connect line, we're going to manage that. And from Colorado Springs Extension, ooh, that's the airline. Go in there and then through there and then back. And that should hopefully sort out some of our coverage issues. Okay. Good. Excellent. That should help us out a little bit and hopefully move a fair bit more stuff through here. Right? This thing is moving upwards. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's all about the coverage then, it seems. All about the coverage. And certainly our public transport coverage is very similar in nature. So now we should be moving sufficient amounts of goods through our train connection here. And this guy is providing fuel. Not sure. But how much food is this guy is on the line here? Just pause it so I can have a quick look. Yeah, that's a pretty reasonable amount of food. 183, that should be giving us almost the full demand for Worcester. Oh, it is. More than the full demand. Interesting. Let's have a quick look at when it drops it off, right? Are we losing some stuff along the way? Potentially over here. Potentially that can't quite cope with that big number. So let's see. It's popping in. It's got its 183. 13 million dropped off. Yeah. And picking up all the tools. Now hitting on back. Now the question is here. Yeah, no, they seems... So some of it went straight immediately into the town, and the rest is now slowly making its way through. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable, actually. Maybe the rate is not quite there, but in terms of supply and things like that, but pretty reasonable. Pretty reasonable. There's a train in poor condition. And now Colorado Springs should be getting a pretty reasonable amount of tools here as well in terms of its coverage. Just see it pop in. Here we go. And dropping off. Another 4 million right over there. And now it's heading back empty. So if there's some other stuff that we could put on these wagons, on these boxcars, from somewhere over here that goes all the way to New Haven, that would be quite useful. And potentially I was thinking that would have been machines. If we run a little loop here, and I'm pretty keen on doing that loop. So the loop needs to stop here, run through there. So let's do that. Let's get ourselves a bit of a station set up here. Ooh, look at these fancy buildings over there. No, but we are after the freight trains or the cargo trains. I'm going to go with just a single 320. And we'll go with the standard and with catenary, that's okay. So the plan is really for our loop to run. Maybe that's a little aggressive. Is to do a little something like this. Okay. So if I do that, we'll have to see how we deal with the rest of it. And then the next one comes in over here somewhere. Yeah, that should also work. I want to really try a loop here. And we'll see some elements of this loop might not work. Some elements of this loop might not work. So we'll get one there. We'll need to get one somewhere over here. And I'm hoping, wow. No, I think closer there is probably the right call. So if we do that one, and then something over here, we'll sort out this this setup. Yeah, so let's just get it as straight as possible through there. That should work. Let me just set up a little section of country road through here. Yeah, this will Will not be any issues whatsoever. So we'll run that through there. We'll deal with this little road here. It'll need to pop in over here, loop through there, and then come back through here somewhere. We'll keep an eye on it. So now the question is, do we... if we wanted to drop it off there, so the machines will then move from here to town there. And yeah, let's have a look. We'll see if that works. That would be an interesting little setup. So what we want to do is from there, we also want to tie in right here. We'll keep an eye on it. Is interesting whether we want to potentially tie in this one here, and maybe this little section will be a bit of a two-way, and then we'll come back running through here somewhere. Okay, we'll definitely want a little something in this general location, and I'm pretty sure something like this would be fine. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a road connection right over here. Okay, so we're going to run through there. So in there. I'm still not convinced about this one necessarily. But what I am keen on is potentially doing that spur out of there. So let's get a little section of track from here, and it's not going to be about upgrading. Well, actually, let's do this. Actually, if we run it in there somewhere, doesn't need to be. Okay, so if we do that, we should be able to get it over like this. Okay, good. So that should help us out a little bit. And then from here, we'll be turning it around. Well, we don't need it much quicker than that. And what I'll do is I'll run by close by here so that we can always put in the station there. Excellent. I don't need the high-speed rail. Now, what we will need to do is out of here, we will need to probably do a little something like this, double up at least a section of this track, from where we will, of course, then spur off. So we'll run through this section all the way through here. And then before we reach there, we'll kind of now spur off and cut through this section. Yeah, about 150 is a pretty good little turn. Okay. Cutting across there pretty well. And now what I want to do is do a nice little tunnel through there. And ooh, don't do that. Just tie it in straight over here. Interesting. We probably don't need that. So let's just run it down to about there. And then we'll do it downhill. And no, go uphill. Oh, we may be tunneling through there then. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So we'll run through there. That's all good. Now, cutting across this will require, well, at least we're actually pretty neatly leveled through here. Give ourselves the viaduct option. Try and straighten that up. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. That is such an awesome little connection through there. Where are we heading to? We're heading that way. So let's, we could do this at 150. Yeah, that's probably better. We'll do that. That's a pretty cool little piece there. Then we'll do that and we'll go down. We'll do a little something like this, I think. We will, don't, just go all the way to level, right? Yeah, something like that. That's okay. Do this, we'll get it a bit of a turn. Yeah, I think that is fine. We're never even going to get close to that. That's all good. This side, however, I believe we'll need to do a little bit of work here. Well, actually, don't be bothered, because we will be removing a lot of that traffic from it. Let's run it through there and tie it in over there at a pretty reasonable rate. We'll need to run through there. Is that a pretty substantial tunnel? It is. It is a pretty substantial tunnel. That's okay. I don't mind that. And then hereabouts, we'll need to kind of run this down there. That's okay. I think that's just all good. We'll turn this way. We could potentially station up over here. And now let's quickly get rid of this. We will tie that back in. But all I'm keen on doing is getting that connection in. It's a little bit slow around the corner there. Can we potentially, look, we're pretty slow around that corner as well, but we could maybe get rid of that a little bit more. Let's do that. Excellent. Beautiful. So that entire thing will not slow down beyond the point. Okay. Now from here, question is really what we're going to do here. Before we do that little section, let's quickly link up this road again. Otherwise, we're going to forget. Just hug the edge of the rail like this. And then we'll kind of tie it in. Ooh. Here we go. That should do the trick, and I'll go ahead and upgrade that little section just so it looks a little bit more normal. Okay, that's good. That's a little one-line section there. Now, this little stretch through here, let's have a look at how that's going to work. If I wanted to just tie it in straight away, what's happening here? So it seems to want to cross over the top of it. So let's cancel that and work towards crossing. So let's unlike that. Okay, and then from here, I'm interested in going up. Still not aggressive enough then. Go up a little bit more aggressively. Okay, that should do the trick. Let's go with the viaduct structure. Let's connect it in, and then from here, I'm pretty comfortable with just going straight across. And yeah, that'll do. Linked in. So there we go. That is a little loop that gets us all the way in here and back. And so we'll be able to drop our machines off there. Now, in order to tie in, well, we probably need our own facility here. So where will we? Let's build another one in this location. So we'll add some stuff on here. So let's go with our building, get a depot, spin it around, probably something like this. And then from here, we will be tying that one in right over there. I'm very comfortable with that. And we'll tie it in right over there. Fairly comfortable with that one too. Now we've got that going. So now let's set this thing up to start running. Okay, so what are we doing with this line? And this will be the kind of last thing that we do in this episode. So we are picking up coal there. We could hang on. That one's up, but what we can do is we can loop straight through here, so we don't actually have to do that little section of the track. So if we go around here, yeah, that's actually about the right speed for us. Let's try and speed it up just a little bit. There we go, at 130 around that curve there. That means that you can go loop around straight that way. So let's just do that little run for the time being. Okay, so back to our line, grab this guy. So after Fort Worth station number 3, you will then be popping in over there. You will be dropping off some stuff over here. You will be bringing around some stuff this way, but also you're going this way and that way. So this is basically the train that's going to loop around and give us some. So this is one train. So this is going to be the steel imports. So let's call this the New Haven steel imports. Okay, so that's what that's going to be. We can go ahead and get a train for that. So we'll buy ourselves. I would like something that can run at a pretty reasonable speed. So we're going to go ahead, get this guy for us. I'm going to grab a lighter kind of color there. So we'll grab, oh, no, not that one. We'll grab this one right here. We'll give it a few wagons. It's the gondolas that we're after, right? The new gondolas. Yes, there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need a lot of this, right? This is going to be a long train, I would think. Probably around that much. A 300 capacity train, that should fit in there quite nicely. We're probably going to need at least 2 of them. But let's buy one and get it on the line straight away. So this is going to be the New Haven steel import. So there we go. So let's just quickly see that one up and running. So from there, getting out there, it's going to start picking up some stuff for us straight away. The other one that we'll need to do is we'll need to move steel to here, and then we'll need to move the machines from here to Fort Worth, basically, and then from Fort Worth it'll move into New Haven. Okay, so let's do that. Let's quickly set up the next little line. Now that'll mean over here to over there, to all the way over here. Oh, it's auto saving. Oops, I don't want to do that twice, just the once then. And then it's going to head back and do that setup. So, okay, so that's okay. So this will be the New Haven steel and machines. Let's do that, see how that goes. Okay, so then we put a train on there. But now, unfortunately, I think we're going to have 2 different types of wagons here. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves again with this guy. Go a nice light pinkish color. We'll do that. That's pretty cool. And then we'll go and say, so this guy does machines, but this guy does steel. So this one might be a double up. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Oops, wrong one. Let's go with this one. That is about right. Let's do that. And then we'll do this one. There we go. So that's going to kind of be what we buy. Let's buy that one. We'll just put that one line, one on the line there. New Haven Steel and Machines. Start running. What we do need to do is quickly put in some signals over here so that we don't have crazy amounts of trains getting kind of stuck here. It's a one-way. Come on. Place the existing. There we go. There's not a lot of trains on this track yet, but we may find ourselves in a little bit of trouble if we don't put any signals in. Okay, there we go. We're starting to see some steel. Now, the question is, we may need a little bit of bypass, so we will have a look at how we do that. We may do some bypass facilities at a number of different kind of locations. There we go, and we'll do one more over there. So there we go. That's some trains running. This guy is fully loaded, right? Okay. So we may find that we'll need a little bit more of these trains. But guys, I think that's kind of where I'm going to leave it for now. I think that's starting to run, and that should be moving a lot of our machines. Oh, hang on. One more thing before I finish this one off. I just need to go and grab the this cargo line here. Manage the line at Colorado Springs. I would like you to please load machines, okay? And then at New Haven, I would like you to unload machines. So now we're going to see machines running through that, and that will mean this train that's running through here will be a bit more helpful in terms of moving some stuff around. Good. I like it. It should be a lot more effective. We'll drop off the drop that off. What is going on here? Is that an empty? Why? Hang on. Let's just have a look. Something's funny going on here. It shouldn't be. It should not be full of stuff, right? New Haven Station 1. Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on that. I'll come back to this in the next episode. We'll see what's going on here. This guy is just kind of running through. Where is it going? Fort Worth Station 2? Which is which one? Fort Worth. Oh, hang on. This is the one. So let's say once it's got here, where is it going next? Okay, stopping. Absolutely nothing happening. Now going to Fort Worth Station 3, which I believe is this one. Yes, okay. Was it not dropping off some stuff here? Yeah, some stuff is funny. Stuff is funny. We'll keep an eye on that. In the next episode, we'll try and sort that out. We'll take a run with this train and see how that goes. But for the time being, this loop should be fairly workable, I think. We may need bypasses, as mentioned. Okay, not picking up anything, and then now moving on. What is your next one? It's now going to Fort Worth Station 4, which I believe is this one. Yeah, so it should be picking up some stuff. Now, we might do 2 separate trains that's only going to do iron and coal, but let's have a look at that in the next episode. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye!